I'm sick of people saying to use Kazuha all the time. As long as there's a team with Pyro, Cryo, Hydro, or Electro characters of which animal can swirl, people always say that Kazuha should be a part of that team. I mean, I am one of them, and I have indeed mentioned that in multiple of my videos. But I usually just say it to cover my behind before someone mentions that I didn't talk about Kazuha. But of course, what they say isn't without basis. Indeed, Kazuha is a really good character thanks to his kit and element. Let me first just do a short explanation about him. Being of the animal element, he can equip the Veritasum Veneera artifact set and use his elemental skill or burst to swirl a specific element. When that element is swirled, it reduces an enemy's resistance to the element by 40%. Honestly, that's really insane and will significantly increase your damage potential overall. Couple that with his elemental burst that will increase the elemental damage of the sword element. It allows you to defeat the enemies a lot quicker. And that's why Kazuha is almost always featured in damage showcases and stands above other animal characters due to the fact that he can do both the debuffing and buffing. So, why did I say that I wouldn't really put him in every team? It sounds like from what I said, he should be a team staple. I would say that Kazuha is a high skill character instead. The thing is, usually when you have Kazuha in your team, you are foregoing a character in a team slot. For example, in this Arlecchino team, the standard is Yelan, Arlecchino, Kazuha, and Bennett. Yelan is there to provide the Hydro application and damage buff, Bennett for the attack resonance, which provides increased attack and also buff the attack with his burst, and Kazuha is there for elemental buffs and debuffs. Yelan and Bennett are essential for the elemental reactions and resonance for the team, but with Kazuha in the team, you are giving up a slot for a shielder like Zhongli. Arlecchino, who does not have resistance to interruption and cannot be healed by other characters, desperately needs a shielder. What this means is that you need to be actually skilled enough to dodge any of the enemy's attacks so that you can continue dealing damage. But honestly, this dodging already slightly lowers the number of hits that you can deal, and getting hit just makes it worse. If Arlecchino faints, your battle is over. Arlecchino is just one case, but in the case of another character like Neuvillette, using Kazuha instead of a shielder like Zhongli will also leave him vulnerable to attacks, and worse, make him lose his already activated charge attack, which means you have to charge from 0 again. So, if you're not that good at dodging, I would recommend using a shielder like Zhongli instead, who can at least still provide a 20% elemental resistance down to the enemy and provide a shield to protect your team, sustain them, and allow them to stay on the field longer to deal more damage. You should use Kazuha when you're absolutely sure that you have the skills to dodge the enemy's attacks well to be able to deal that increased damage. Like how I am with the Overseer Matrix here, especially if you just want to do a quick damage showcase. For long prolonged fights in the Abyss, make sure that you're good enough to avoid the enemy attacks. Another scenario that Kazuha doesn't really work is when you're going up against an elemental creature that already has an element on it. For example, for the Hydro Toper, you literally cannot use Kazuha, as instead of swirling the element that you want, such as Cryo, Kazuha will instead swirl the Hydro infused on the enemy, so you receive no buffs whatsoever. So yeah, in short, Kazuha is good, but I don't agree that he should be on every team. It highly depends on you, the player's skill level. So do balance the damage output that you want with your survivability, the difficulty of the enemy, and the type of enemy as well. If you have made it this far, do consider leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't, as it will really help out this small channel to get to its next goal of 10,000 subscribers. Thank you so much and see you soon! If you'd like to see which standard banner character is the most worth it to build, please click the video on the right. If you would like to see other Genshin Impact videos that I've made, please click the playlist on the left. Once again, thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye!